everyone, my name is Lena KrupinA. In the past few days, several important tournaments have taken place in the world of rhythmic gymnastics. One of the most significant was the Sofia Cup international tournament, preceding the World Cup stage in Sofia, which ended with very unexpected results and the rise of new stars. Of the main disadvantages, of course, a small number of strong athletes. But already on April 8th, the stage of the World Cup itself starts in Sofia, where we are promised all the best gymnasts of the present time. But the truth is that they will still happen without Russia and Belarus. So, in anticipation of a major start, we will discuss how small tournaments all around the world had passed. Well, let's start small. In Korea, the national championship was held, which became a qualifying tournament for the Universiade and Asian Games. So the gold of individual all-around was won by Kim Jo-woon, a gymnast born in 2002. She has already participated in the World Championship, but since she did not occupy such high lines, we are not very acquainted with her yet. Silver was won by Seon Jin and bronze by Seo Go-eun. The gymnasts are still unfamiliar to us, but I think there will be some time to get to know them better in the framework of international competitions. In Turkey, a national championship was also held. The well-known gymnast Camilla Tunsel won gold. Silver was won by Nilgun Sarioli and bronze by Ezra Farol. Another national championship was held in Uzbekistan, and here names are quite familiar to us. In the all-around, gold was won by Sabina Tashkinbayeva. By the way, she is in the start lists for the next World Cup in Sofia. So we will get to see how the resetting to the new cup went in Uzbekistan. Silver was won by Takmina Ikramova and bronze by Ekaterina Fetisova. Surprisingly, Katya continues to perform, which of course makes me very happy. It's always sad when gymnasts end their careers. If I'm not mistaken, she plans to end her career after the Olympics. Well, in the meantime, while the gymnasts are competing in their countries, the Italians and the French decided to push the boundaries and exchange experiences. They organized a bilateral meeting. In general, in Italy, it seems to me that gymnasts are developing very quickly because they perform every week. It is not surprising that now many interesting gymnasts are growing up in Italy. So within the framework of the bilateral meeting, the gymnasts competed for medals in individual and group competitions. In juniors, gold was won by Tara Dragas and Georgi Gali. The girls from Italy in juniors performed in pairs, most likely so that more gymnasts could run through their programs. Silver also went to two Italian gymnasts, Alisa Taglietti and Isabelle Tavano. Margot Tran, a French gymnast, won bronze in juniors. In seniors, gold was won by Sofia Raffaelli. By the way, someone asked me if Sofia is considered the first number of the national team. I think given the results that she brings for more than one competition, she is clearly a leader in her country. Silver went to Milena Baldassari, and bronze was won by a French gymnast, Helen Karabanov. For those who wonder where is Alexandra Ajigiculese, in the tournament she performed with only hoop and ball. Accordingly, took only last place. The reason for such a decision has no valid information from official sources. In the group 2, everything is pretty predictable. Gold for the first Italian team, silver for France, and bronze for the second Italian team. Well, in order to not miss the most interesting things about the world of gymnastics, subscribe to social media where I publish news from the world of gymnastics. Since now it's not clear what will happen to YouTube, I advise you to follow somewhere else. Links to all active social networks that I try to keep up with are in the description of this video. Also, since YouTube is not monetized now, I will especially be pleased if you support me in what I am doing. Links where this can be done are also in the description. Many thanks in advance. Well, let's move on to the biggest tournament, the International Cup in Sofia. Basically, it became a national Bulgarian championship, since there were many Bulgarians and a few top gymnasts from other countries. Since Bulgaria is now performing actively, it's a sin not to follow their development. Well, they were competing with a rather unusual athlete from whom no one obviously expected such results. If you don't know the results of the tournament, then you can try to guess the name or at least the country where this gymnast is from. Write your version in the comments and we will find out later. So, Silyana Nikolova won gold in the all-around, having passed all her routines well, except for the ribbon. Again, everything turned out to be perfect except for that appartus. There is now a whole collection of gymnasts that are relatively stable with all appartuses except for ribbon. Boryana won silver. As the head coach of the Bulgarian national team, Lena says about her, Boryana is a different level gymnast. For now, she's only working on her programs, and when everything is perfected, then we should see a huge difference between her and other gymnasts on the national team. Let's wait. But for now, Boryana is rather unstable in the all-around. And now, the bronze, to surprise and joy of many, was won by an Australian gymnast, Lydia Yakovleva. Write in the comments if you managed to guess, although according to the scores, she became only 6th. This somewhat reminds me of the international tournaments in Russia, due to the rule of no more than 2 gymnasts on the podium. But on the other hand, gymnasts of a non-top level have a chance to climb the podium at competitions of this high level. This question, of course, is debatable whether it is good or not. But to cheer up and start the raccoon with gymnasts from other countries is also not bad. According to the scores, 3rd place was taken by Eva Brazilieva at this tournament. She did also not succeed and made mistakes. So far, we can see there is no stability either. But the head coach is very pleased with how Styliana and Eva have grown this year. Another Bulgarian gymnast, Magdalena Minevska, was ranked 4th. She probably became an opening of this tournament. She doesn't often get to represent her country within the major competition, but here at home somehow she managed to cope with her programs especially well, and as a result she was able to get into the finals of individual apparatuses and show herself from a good side. Radina Tomova, also a Bulgarian gymnast, ranked 5th. A Polish gymnast, Emilia Hejchel, took 6th place according to the scores, and the 4th place according to the official results. According to the scores, Tatiana Volozhanina, a Bulgarian gymnast, took 7th place. It is also very strange that they tried to push Tatiana everywhere and take her to international tournaments, and among the Bulgarian gymnasts, she is far from the leaders. Of course, there were quite big mistakes in this tournament, because of which Tanya was not able to get so many points in some events. But even when she does a routine more or less clearly, many gymnasts in her team are still better than her. I'm interested, what do you think about Tatiana Volozhanina? Can she become the leader in her country? I'm waiting for your opinion in the comments. Another Polish gymnast, Valeria Zelenska, took 8th place by the scores and 5th in the rating. In the finals of individual events, the seniors generally shone with the same gymnast and mainly the Bulgarian national team. So Styliana Nikolova won gold in the final with hoop and clubs. Boryana won silver in the hoop final and bronze medals in the ball and ribbon. Eva Brazilieva won gold in ribbon and silver in ball. Magdalena Minievska was able to win silver in the club's final. And the tournament star, Lydia Yakovleva from Australia, won gold in the ball final, silver in the ribbon, and bronze medals in the hoop and clubs final, and eventually collected the full set of the tournament. In juniors, the gold medal was won by a Polish gymnast, Liliana Lewinsky. I think many are already familiar with her as one of the strongest junior gymnasts in the world. Silver was won by a Bulgarian athlete, Elvina Krasnobaeva. Unfortunately, mistakes were also made, which did not allow her to fight for gold. The US gymnast Rin Case won bronze, which was a great success for her, and we must appreciate the American media with posting so many articles immediately in which they talked about the success of the American athlete. I would like this to happen in other countries too. Well, now an important tournament for us is the upcoming stage of the World Cup in Sofia, in which, as I already said, all the best athletes who are admitted to the international starts by FIGE promise to participate. The competition is supposed to be very interesting, so I will try to make a video after every competition day. So we will get to see which country is the real leader in the realities of 2022. Well, see you in the next video. Remember that I love you very, very much, and bye bye.